So Nigerians, even if Ghana people are celebrating independence, you people that Ghana people are supplying lights are also celebrating independence. You people that if they close anything about frauding right now, your youth all will be lazy. If they close prostitution right now, all your girls will be lazy. If USA, Canada, China stop to give you people loans, like supply you people loan, you people will go hungry. You people that even if right now war come right now, you people don't have even better gun to fight for yourself. If a country is celebrating independence, you people also Nigeria, a giant of corruption. You say you are celebrating independence. I pity for you people. One day when I go wake up like this, they don't say Nigeria. Because of it's not even your government they rule you people. British still they rule you people. They just do you know view one's independence. So bro, you people are not have not gotten any independence. So don't stop celebrating that independence. You are insulting yourself if you are doing that thing. Share repost.
So 1st October 1960, Nigeria gained independence. So today is their Independence Day. The giant of Africa is 65 years old. So happy independence to Nigeria, the giant of Africa, the Tinubu people. Happy independence to them. Now, anytime I sleep and wake up, after asking God for my personal things, I ask God for one thing, and that is a stable Nigeria. That's my prayer. Look, if Nigeria is stable, if Nigeria is stable, it will have a monumental influence on how things move in Africa. Like a stable Nigeria is like the African Russia. You just imagine this: 250 million people united, no tribalism, devoid of anything, devoid of class. 250 million people united, and guess what? These Nigerians, you know, they are very good in business. So 250 million business-minded people in control of limitless oil. There is stability, there is peace. With their business-minded, they are controlling limitless oil. Just imagine what they will achieve. No, just imagine. No, just imagine, bro. Booming entertainment industry, booming movie industry, booming business-minded, in control of the largest oil in Africa. Bro, Nigeria will be the most powerful nation in Africa and among the most powerful nations in the world. But it is unfortunate that they are a long way in achieving that. That's why anytime I wake up, I'm always praying for stability in Nigeria. Just look at the insurgents. Look at what is going on in Kwara State. Look at bandits going for peace talk with rifles and grenade launchers. Well, a lawyer getting kidnapped, a journalist getting unalive during robbery. You know, I just pray for stability. Anyways, happy Independence Day to Nigeria.
Hello everyone, so it's the 1st of October 2025, which means Nigeria is 65 years old. And I know I've already made jokes about I don't want to see the flag, the face. I don't want to hear like happy Independence Day. There's nothing happy about this. And do you know what's interesting is that I've noticed like for the past decade or so, leading up to the Nigerian Independence Day, there's always just a huge wave of events that remind us that Nigeria is in fact not independent. And people might call me unpatriotic, but I was born in Nigeria, okay? I did move here when I was young, but I was born there. And I witnessed firsthand when Nigeria worked to a certain extent. Now, at the time that I lived in Nigeria, my parents complained that Nigeria was broken because when my mom was my age, the naira, which is the Nigerian currency, was stronger than the dollar. So I can't imagine going from 1,000, like maybe 80 kobo to $1 to $1 to 1,800. I can't even imagine what they might be going through. But I'm not unpatriotic because I don't want to celebrate an Independence Day for a country that's been regressive for as long as they've been alive. And we're like frogs, you know, as we do Nigerians, we adapt to whatever condition they put us in, you know. We'll find a way. Like you see a flood And Nigerians will start a canoe business on that flood, getting you from your house to your gate, or from your gate to your car. They start a business there, you know. They could turn the economy upside down and you guys still find a way to thrive. But instead of actually, you know, coming at the government, the Nigerian government, for the nonsense that they've done, you know, all 36 governors of you, plus president and vice president and the senate president, you guys have all together created this mess, plus everyone else who works under you guys, right? Instead, I want to shout out Nigerians. I want to shout out your resilience, your perseverance. I want to shout out your resolve, because you've managed to make something out of nothing. I want to shout out those who have put us on an amazing platform globally, for great things, you know, for science, for the arts. Oh my God, the arts. What the arts have done for Nigeria is amazing, you know, from Nollywood to Afrobeats, right, to the fashion scene, even event planners, you know, poetry, writers, you know, the Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's, you know, the tech people, not the fraudulent ones, but you know, the likes of Paystack, Bamboo, Flutterwave, you know. I want to shout you guys out for not disgracing us. I want to shout out those who still have hope. You know, someone like me, for example, I might be British, but I invest in Nigeria. I invest in real estate. I invest in fashion. I employ labor. I believe in Nigeria. I believe strong in Nigeria. I know we're going to get better. God will help us, but I'm not in a celebratory mood. I'm sorry. I'm not. Even normally on my business page, we would post Happy Independence Day. Not today. Hopefully next year, I would somewhat be able to post that and mean it. But I have integrity. I'm not going to post something I don't believe in. But happy 1st of October. I guess I'm an October baby. And so are all my siblings. So it's my favorite month of the year. But there's nothing independent about today. So happy Wednesday, I guess.
65 years of independence, they feel like it's not 65 days ago when they get independence, because no stable light, no stable road, there's no security, you know, no free education, nothing to show for it, literally. You understand? And we are 65 years old. 65 years old. But regardless, I'm a pure Nigerian citizen. You know, I can't rely on Nigeria regardless of whatever happens. We only need to keep praying for Nigeria, that God bless Nigeria and God strengthen the people to do right by the country.
Line. So Nigeria just marked their independence yesterday, and Ghanaians are actually laughing at the celebration, because to them it feels like there's nothing really independent about Nigeria right now. And they are saying that, how can a country celebrate freedom and independence when your people are running away from your own country, flooding into other African nations, and even risking their lives to cross dangerous routes just to escape poverty and insecurity? And for many Ghanaians, this whole celebration looks like a joke. They feel Nigerians should focus on fixing their problems first before calling it independence. Because what does independence mean when your citizens don't even feel safe, can't afford food, and don't even trust their own leaders? And Ghanaians are raising a point, saying that for a country that their citizens are running away from their country in large numbers, they shouldn't be celebrating that independence. And you see Nigerians everywhere. Is it Ghana, South Africa, Europe, America, basically searching for a better life? And it's not just young people chasing opportunities abroad. It's also about families, professionals, and even skilled workers who feel Nigeria doesn't give them hope anymore. They are running to other countries seeking for better life. And Ghanaians are saying that it doesn't make sense to dance and wave flags for independence when in reality Nigerians don't even want to stay in their own land. And to them, that's not freedom. For them, it's failure. Now, some Ghanaians are also saying that Nigerians themselves, they've been complaining for years that their leaders don't care. And corruption is at the center of everything. It's like the politicians are only there to steal money and make promises they will never keep. Year after year, Nigerians are told about new reforms and bright futures, but nothing really changes. Roads are still bad, Electricity is still unstable. Schools and hospitals are collapsing, and insecurity is at an all-time high. And for Ghanaians that are watching from outside, it looks like Nigeria is celebrating failure instead of progress. They are also saying that Nigerians should not be celebrating independence when there is insecurity in the country. From Boko Haram in the north to bandits, kidnappers, and unknown gunmen across other regions, life in Nigeria is unsafe. Every day there's news of attack, killings. We also what happened in Kwara State, the killings in Kwara, and many families have lost loved ones because of this, and yet the government keeps acting like everything is normal. How do you celebrate independence when you can't even guarantee safety for your own citizens? And Ghanaians see that as hypocrisy, and they can't help but laugh at the irony of it all. So let's talk about the poverty rates in Nigeria. Is that also worth celebrating? Because Nigeria, as we all know, is one of the richest country in Africa in terms of natural resources. We all know that Nigeria is blessed with natural resources, and apart from that, it has one of the highest poverty rates in the world, and basic items keep going up, but salaries don't. Jobs are scarce, and even educated graduates are struggling to survive. And Ghanaians are pointing fingers and asking, so what exactly are Nigerians celebrating? Because when independence doesn't put food on the table, it doesn't create jobs, give people hope, it feels empty. And we all know the fraud in Nigeria. Nigeria has sadly gotten a global reputation for scams and cybercrime. Instead of being known for its rich culture, music, and smart people, the bad image of fraudsters is what spreads around the world. Many young Nigerians are turning to fraud not because they are naturally bad. I'm not trying to defend anybody, but because they feel the system has failed them. There's no job, no opportunity, no support. So people try to look for shortcuts, and some Ghanaians are using this as another reason why they feel the independence celebration is not worth it. And they say for a country that can provide honest opportunities for its people, they have no business pretending everything is okay. Then we all see how our governments are always borrowing money from IMF and World Bank. So for a country that's celebrating independence, do you think they are still supposed to be relying or depending on foreign banks in order to get loans? So at the end of the day, Ghanaians are just, I think to me, they are making sense, and these people feel Nigeria with all its size and resources should be leading Africa into greatness, but instead is drowning in corruption, insecurity, poverty, and brain drain. And to them, celebrating independence under such conditions is like throwing a party in a burning house. Yes, we all know that independence is important, but real independence should mean progress, safety, and dignity for the people. And until Nigeria gets there, Ghanaians and other African countries will keep asking, what exactly are you people celebrating on 1st October every year? Well, do you think Ghanaians are right for laughing at Nigeria, or do you think the celebration is worth it? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please kindly like, share, and subscribe.
Just look at the lies that the president of Nigeria is spewing, stating that they have donated or they have disbursed this much into houses that are facing financial crisis. I need 10 people to come under my comments that have received this benefit. I have just one question for the president of Nigeria, and I ask this with all due respect. Is it drugs or is it dementia? Because at this point, it's no longer funny. You are gaslighting us to the max. You are seriously gaslighting your citizens, and it's not funny. I don't know if you are doing it for United Nations or so that other countries can think you are doing something. I have no idea. But I use God to beg you, your citizens, they have decided to eat the insult. They have decided to be quiet. But please stop pushing, and stop looking for trouble. Thank you. Happy Independence Day.
The independence speech that was released by presidency Is that real or it is AI? Because what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is reading, I don't think it is about Nigeria. I think it is about another country. Because I have not seen anybody come online or anywhere to come and say that they received any amount of money from the government. They are trying to tell us that the country is okay. That the country is, there's nothing happening in this country. Really, is it that the presidency is not seeing everything that is happening with kidnappings, insecurity? Is it that the president has not seen that they are holding bandits meeting in Katsina State? Because we have not seen anything from the presidency addressing this issue. That means they are allowing it. They have not come out to condemn the act of the Katsina State government addressing bandits and having meetings with them. Is the presidency not seeing people that are being kidnapped in Abuja Road every day? Are they not seeing what is happening in Kwara State? What is happening in Edo State? The kidnappings happening in Delta State? Are they not seeing the bad roads? What do you mean by you have distributed one thing called barrel and we are still buying fuel for how much? You have distributed how many millions to Nigerians? Where are the people collecting this money? If you know you have ever gotten money from the government, indicate in the comments, let us know, because I don't know what this man is talking about.
On the 1st of October 1960, the Federal Republic of Nigeria gained its independence from Britain. This was a joyous day in Nigeria, as they were supposed to become an independent country, which means that all their resources were supposed to be managed by them Nigerians, and even the government was to be constituted of Nigerians and not colonial government. But on the other hand, Southern Cameroon, which was a territory administered with Nigeria, was facing a mathematical problem to be solved without a calculator. Their independence was not as easy as sign this paper and be free, but their independence was on two conditions. Either you gain independence by joining French Cameroon, or you gain independence by joining Nigeria. This divided the territory into two, as some opposition party or elite of Southern Cameroon wanted the country to stay with Nigeria, while others wanted the country to join French Cameroon. Because of this, the territory, Southern Cameroon, was divided into two. Northern Southern Cameroon decided to join Nigeria, while Southern Cameroon decided to join their brothers, French Cameroon, as a federal republic. This day will never be forgotten by Southern Cameroon, because up till today, 2025, 1st October, we still remember this day and the decisions that our elites and politicians took. This day is our past, our history, and it is still shaping our future up till today.
Happy Independence, Nigerians, and I've got a message for you. Now, this is not about politics. This is life. You can also choose to read spiritual meaning to this, because my message is from the Bible. Now, observe the story of Jonah, when God has sent Jonah to Nineveh to tell them to repent so they would not perish. But Jonah decided to opt on a boat going somewhere else. Now, Jonah was not the only one on that boat. But God was obviously angry with Jonah, because Jonah has disobeyed him and chose to go somewhere else instead of going to deliver his message to the people of Nineveh and save those people from perishing. Now, when Jonah was on that journey, God showed to him that he was angry. The storm started. Jonah knew that all of this was because of him. But the people that did not know about the message God sent Jonah, they thought, oh, maybe I had excess luggage on this trip, and that is why the boat is about to capsize. So they decided to throw some of their luggages in the water. Despite reducing the load on the boat by throwing away some of their valuable items, mark it, valuable items in the water, the storm still did not stop, because the real problem was Jonah, and Jonah was on that boat. They continued the journey. Some other people started throwing more valuable items in the water, thinking by so doing the storm was going to be calm and the journey was going to be smooth. But the problem remained Jonah in the boat. While all this was happening, Jonah knew it was the problem, but then he kept quiet until some point maybe his conscience pricked him later that, oh no, all this is happening because of me, and if I still hold on and don't talk, God might have no other option than to make this whole boat capsize. Now I'm not going to be the only one who is going to perish. Every other person in this boat will perish, and they will lose all their valuable items. Eventually Jonah opened up and he said, actually, I am the problem. God has sent me somewhere else to deliver a message to the people of Nineveh. But instead of delivering God's message, I decided to be disobedient and go somewhere else. The people said, Jonah, are you for real? Jonah said, yes. If you want calm, if you want this storm to cease, just throw me inside this water and you will see calm, you will see peace. They said, Jonah, we love you, but it is better for us to lose one person than for this entire boat to capsize and we lose all our lives. So they listened to Jonah, they picked him up and they threw him into that water. Now guess what happened? There was calm. Jonah had no choice when God dealt with him. He was swallowed by the fish and was vomited later at the seashore or anywhere to go deliver that message. And he had no choice than to do that. But this is my point. The people that were with Jonah on that boat lost their valuable items trying to save their lives. Meanwhile, the problem was not their valuable items, it was Jonah. Sometimes in life when you journey with people like Jonah, they will make you lose valuable qualities of your life, valuable properties of your life, valuable time and tangible assets. The problem is not about you losing your valuable items, losing your talents, losing your qualities. The problem is who you allow to accompany you on the journey of life. Some people that you allow to be your close ally, to be your counselors, they are Jonahs in your life. They would only allow you lose valuable items, and at the end of the day, they are actually the problem, not those items. Observe your circle. Know the people you allow to counsel you. Know the people you call friends. Know the people you get into a relationship with. Some will only make you lose quality time, quality properties, quality assets, lose yourself, and achieve nothing until you take them out of your life. Think about it. Happy Independence, Nigeria, and God bless you all.
Today, Nigeria supposed to celebrate 65 years independent, 65 years of freedom. Abeg, make una ask una sef, is Nigeria really free? Are we celebrating 65 years of insecurity, 65 years of corruption, 65 years of bad leaders, 65 years of bad road, 65 years for darkness, 65 years for oppression? How much be bag of rice? How much be rubber of garri? How much be 1 liter of fuel? The only thing when they work for Nigeria now, corruption and oppression. Now it be the celebration where they say, may we they celebrate.
I think we are independent and we are not independent.
But if people are still hustling and risking their lives just to get to the very countries that once colonized us, can we really call ourselves independent?
We are free, but not that free, because we are still under some chains, some invisible chain that we're fighting out to break out from.
I do not think we are solely independent.
In some aspects of essentials of life, we're not totally independent.
Almost all of Africa, except Ethiopia and Liberia, lived under colonial rule. Decades later, why do so many still feel trapped in that shadow.
Here in Nigeria, it's like we are just working, and most people cannot even earn basic living.
I'm not going to lie, so many youth believe there's no hope for them in Nigeria, yeah? That's why they're trying to get out.
Even living is harder. The United States has tightened visa screening, and the European Union is pushing tougher border controls. So, if the doors are closing, what choices do young Africans have?
If you are getting restricted in one country, you can try another place.
Well, we that were here, all we need to do is come together and build our country.
Put your comment below and keep watching DW the 77%.
Today's Nigeria Independence Day. Today's Nigeria Independence Day, man. But like, is y'all really independent? Or is y'all really free? Nah, bro, I see a lot of Nigerian coming here and celebrate. It's cool, celebrate. You can have fun, you can laugh about life, you feel me? But ain't nothing funny going on in Nigeria. Ain't nothing independent going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is probably one of the most corrupt countries in Africa. Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in Africa right now, bro. They're being attacked by big numbers. A lot of people have been getting unalive and killed in Nigeria right now as I speak, bro. Y'all go speak about that. Go protect the real people of Nigeria, man. Go help y'all people out for real, bro. Because Nigeria is not free. It's not free, bro. If it's free, then let me know, bro. Because right now it's not free. So you feel me? Y'all need to do what's best for Nigeria, man. Nigeria is a beautiful country with a bunch of beautiful people, bro. Y'all can do this, but y'all can't come out here and make it seem like it's all good, because it's not all good, bro. Nigeria ain't all good right now, bro. It's not. It's probably one of its worst side of genocide right now. Like I say, Nigeria, Sudan, Congo going through a very, very big genocide right now, silent genocide. Millions and millions of people can't even get food, bro. Millions of people are being displaced. Thousands of people are being killed daily. Huge numbers, bro. Not no regular shit, bro. Not no, you feel me? 100 people, no. Thousands of people are getting killed day by day in Nigeria by militia groups. Christians are getting killed. So this is what I should be talking about, bro. Nigeria is not free. To everybody in Africa, to everybody in Nigeria, it's free. That's when Nigeria is free. That's when y'all can celebrate. That's when y'all can say Happy Independence Day. That shit ain't not working right now, man. Free Nigeria.